Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon White 2. So, alright everyone, so now that we're done essentially exploring around a reversal like mountain, now we're gonna be leaving here, and we are gonna be entering the our next area. Which Bianca will tell you just before you leave here. Yeah, as she says right here, Undella Town is the right to fruit is a right to fruit here. Yes, everyone. We are indeed gonna be going off to like Undella Town. Which definitely makes Undella Town the first area in Unova that was previously inaccessible until you got to the post game within the prequels. But now, it is completely accessible during the base game, base game within a bull Electric White 2. Yeah, and as you can see, yeah, that's right. Yeah, and they have indeed created a pathway. As soon as you got to Lentimus Town, then you can start getting yourself over to Undella Town. But now, as you'll see, yeah, the main reason why I'm going back here is because I forgot to get myself a really good item back at the strange house. But it's actually located around the backside of the house. And there it is, the TM for Shadow Ball. Yep. Yeah, for those of you who want your Shadow Ball on your Pokemon, then that is where you find it. But anyways, everyone, now since we are going to be going back to Undella Town, now I guess I should also say, now for the stuff that has not changed within the 2 years, that has not changed within the 2 years, ever since the prequels. Which is the music. Now, for those of you who don't recall, Undella Town has 2 music pieces. Now, if you just happen to be visiting Undella Town during spring, autumn, and winter, the music is a mellow synth-led arrangement. And if you are entering Undella Town during the summer, then you'll get to hear a lively calypso tune. So yeah, which definitely makes Undella Town definitely one of the few towns in the entirety of the region to essentially have 2 music pieces. Yeah, it's something that you really don't get to hear too often within the other. It's something that you really do not get to hear from the Pokemon titles. Now, as for the stuff that is different within the 2 years, yeah, as you'll see, as soon as we actually enter Undella Town, you're gonna see a major change, something that was there previously, but it's just now gone. Yep, as you'll see, yeah, this whole entire dirt area is where the richest family house actually used to be. But now, as you can see, it is just completely gone. Yeah, which means, now, while the majority of the richest family that used to be there has left, however, the item like Maniac that will give you a lot of money if you just so happen to give him the items that you find within the Abyssal Ruins is still here, and he is actually right in this house. Now, and what is still present as well is the villa that belongs to Caitlyn, from the Elite Four, but it is definitely the villa where, if you definitely recall my prequel playthrough, that is where we met and battled against the Sinnoh champion, Cynthia. Now, considering that we are already in Undella Town, you would think that, oh god, am I gonna face off against Cynthia already? Thankfully, you don't. And you can actually, you can actually enter the house, like, right away. It's just that there is an old lady that's gonna be staying there, in place of Caitlyn. Yeah, considering that Caitlyn actually owns that place. Yeah, it's just that Cynthia will not show up at the villa until we get to post game. And as you'll see here, as well, what is also different in Undella Town is that now there is a brand new gate called the Marina Tube. But as you saw, yeah, we're not gonna be able to enter the Marine Tube until later. But definitely remember that later. But anyways, everyone. Now, as for the Pokemon that we can't find here. Now, if you recall last time, now this would be the place where you can find not only Mantike, as well as Wingull and Pelipper. But however, this time it is different. Now this is another area where you can find Basculin and Frillish while surfing, and as well as Jellicent. But however, this is the first area in Black 2 White 2 where you'll be able to encounter Staryu as well as Starmie. Yeah, that's right, everyone. The Black White 2's regional dex actually adds in both Staryu and Starmie. So yeah, now if you want to utilize Starmie for your a playthrough, then this is indeed the first area where you can actually get one. And then when you get into post game, you'll be able to find you get into post game, you'll be able to find Shelter and Love Disc while fishing. And if you just happen to fish near a ripple, then you'll be able to find a Clayster. Now, I believe, yeah, they are still the same ones as the ones that we could find last time too. Yeah, that of course means Shelter, Love Disc, and Clayster. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. Excuse me, jeez. But anyways, now let's see if I can actually find Staryu before we find Frillish, before I Frillish again. There he is! Yeah! Staryu's here, bitches! Now, and I guess I should say this as well too. Now, and I guess I should say this as well too. Now we can actually enter. Now, just before you get to the gate, that leads off to route 13. I would say definitely get yourself healed up first, cause trust me, yeah, you actually may need it. And also, and also everyone, and I guess I should say this as well too. You can actually enter route 14 and Undella Bay now if you want to. And I will be doing just that. I will be doing just that before we actually enter route 13. So yeah. But anyways, done with that. That's about done with that. And this right here is why I told you that you should probably heal up before you actually go near the gate to route 13. Let's see how well we've raised our Pokemon. Yeah, so everyone, we are indeed having ourselves yet another battle against our rival. Alright, now it's time for battle. Now it's time for battle number 4 against Hugh. Now, he still has the same 3 Pokemon as he has last time. But instead they have indeed now some of them have indeed evolved since last time. Since the last time we actually battled him. Now as you'll see, now he's tranquil. Now he's tranquil is now in a pheasant. And it'll have the ability Super Luck. It'll have the moves detect, taunt, air slash, and it'll also have Razor Wind. And it will also be, and it will also be holding the scope lens item. And then as for his for elemental monkeys, now all of them will have the ability Gluttony, and all of them will have the moves Layer, Lick, and Fury Swipes. It's just that Simisear will have Scald, Simisear will have C-Bomb, and Simisear will have Flame Burst. And also Simisear will be holding a Stronghold, Simisear will be holding a Miracle Seed, and Simipour will be holding a Mystic Water. And then as for his starter Pokemon, who have evolved too. Now his Serperior will have the moves Mega Drain, Slam, Leaf Blade, and Coil. Then his Semiron will have Revenge, Aqua Jet, Slash, and Encore. And Emboar will have Rollout, Takedown, Heat Crash, and Assurance. And also Emboar will also be holding a Charcoal. Semiron will be holding a Mystic Water, and Serperior will also be holding a Miracle Seed. And considering that this is indeed our very first time encountering Serperior within Black 2 White 2, now I may as well go over its brand new animation difference. While Serperior's regular animation still stays the same, but as you just saw right there, now when it comes to the end of its animation this time, its tail actually gets closer to it. Now the Serperior will move its tail, closer to it. And yeah, and that right there is really about it. Yeah, but anyways, but overall, if you know what you're doing, and since you've already faced off against essentially those 3 Pokemon before, if you already know how to defeat Hugh, then defeating him here really shouldn't be all that troubling for you. Yeah. And of course, as usual, he is still fixated on Team Plasma since he obviously wants to get his sister's Pearline back. Yeah. So ditto. Keep helping me out. Also, continue to work hard on that Pokedex. Well, I was already doing that anyway. You're the one who was officially has completed after all. Wasn't it yours as well? I don't know, but anyways. Oh yeah, now we have this girl who talks about a jellicent that will float into Undella Bay sometimes. Yeah, that's something that that is something that I will get into as soon as I am that is something that I will go more into as soon as I actually enter Undella Bay. Which it is. So where I'm gonna go to next? As soon as I am done with Undella Town. But first off, we have the Metal Man again, and this time he gives us the evolution tech medal. Now you will essentially get that medal. After you have evolved at least for a 10 Pokemon. So essentially, if you already have Pokemon that evolve more than twice, then getting that medal really shouldn't be all that troubling. Yeah. Oh yeah, now for this guy, now he will give you a Prism Scale. But however, you're not gonna be able to get the Pokemon in order for you to utilize that Prism Scale until post game. Oh yes, right. And I guess I should. Oh yes, right. And I guess I should also like bring this up right now too. Yeah. As for the Abyssal Ruins, since we got to the HM dive last time during the post game, it is essentially the same ordeal here too. Yeah, you are not gonna be able to utilize dive until post game. But even despite that, yeah, just like my prequel playthrough, I'm not gonna be showing off the Abyssal Ruins whatsoever. Yeah, I still feel like it's not really all that worth it for me. Yeah, and since I've never really been able to do that I've never really been able to fully explore that ruins during my own time. So yeah. But anyways, everyone, as you just saw right there. Now, if you talk to the guy with the shades, he will indeed will give you your next Fun Fest mission. Which, as I said before, I am not gonna bother with those whatsoever. But anyways, now from this guy, if you want to get more luxury balls and as well as dive balls, now you can easily just go to that guy. And with that, that's just about everything that there is to cover when it comes to Undella Town. But as with that said, we shall head for Undella Bay for the next one. And so to then, I'll see you guys next time.